Babs's Lazy Sunday. It's Ed Sheeran and Eyes Closed. Now, if you're a bit of a geek like me, you're going to love this. Luton is hosting its very first Comic-Con in September. So, like next week. It's on I think it's the 16th. I'm going to ask Kieren, who's here with me now, join me in the studio. It's been funded by Love Luton and has been backed by the Mayor of Luton. And one of the organisers of the event is Kieren Hawking. Good morning, Kieren.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is exciting, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah. And I've been to Comic-Cons all over. I love a Comic-Con. If people don't know and they're thinking, what are you talking about, Babs? What is a Comic-Con? Can you tell people what it is?
I think the best way to sum it up is a celebration of geek culture.
It's like Geeks of the World Unite.
Yeah.
It's where if you've got a tribe, maybe you like a franchise of a certain thing, you'll find it at Comic-Con. You'll find your tribe, you'll find your people, won't you?
Exactly that. It's a community thing. It's sharing your passions with like-minded people, whether it be comic books, films, board games, video games, cosplays, a wide range of different geek-related passions, I suppose, all together in one place.
And it's lovely. All the ones I've been to, Kieren, I've found that, especially the cosplayers. Now, if you don't know what I mean, it's people dressed up in costumes and they're called cosplayers, right? So they could be dressed up as characters from their favourite film, as Kieren said, or comic, whatever it is, or their favourite character from a TV show. It could be a goodie, a baddie, it could be an alien, it could be anything. They are just the most fun people. And it's the one place, I'd say, that maybe there's no judgment. That's what I'd say about it.
None whatsoever. It's
so lovely because I think maybe outside of that environment, just if you were to say if it were me and I were to dress up as a character from Doctor Who, just walk down Asda, then people would have something to say about it. But inside the sort of safety of a Comic-Con and with everybody else doing their own thing, nobody bats an eyelid, do they?
No, very much so. I mean, I think in a way, some of these people who do this stuff were maybe people who got bullied at school, or because they were different to the other kids. And now, actually, not only is this a good way to celebrate, what you are interested in with people who aren't going to judge you, like you say, but also Comic-Cons and stuff have actually become a bit cool. This is starting to become a bit fashionable. Lots of people now go to them who you wouldn't expect to go to them.
Yes, yeah. I was a bit irritated by that. I was like, hey, cool kids, this is not your tribe. Yeah. You had your own tribe that you wouldn't let us in. Yeah. You get out. But actually, you're right. It seems to have, the appeal is much broader and maybe less niche than it used to be.
Definitely.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's been helped by obviously things like the Marvel franchise being so big and Harry Potter and a lot of these film and TV franchises. They've very much helped bring a lot of this stuff into the mainstream.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have got into it who didn't know they would be into it so much.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you one of the funniest things. I went to a Comic-Con at a leisure centre in Reading, and my friend worked in the leisure centre. And so just to give you an idea, there will be telly programmes, there might be actors and actresses there, there'll be people in costumes that you can have your photo taken with. It's the most fun, honestly. And if you got kids, it really is good fun. You don't actually have to buy anything, you can just be. So anyway, it was in this leisure centre, and they had some actors there, and some of the actors that they had there had been in the British Empire. Do you remember the British Empire that was set in a leisure centre? Yeah. And what's he called? Barry, what's his surname? He's something Barry, who played Mr. Britas. And he's in Red Dwarf as well.
Rimmer in Red Dwarf.
Yes, yeah. So he was there, and he actually got a polo shirt of the leisure centre, sat on the reception as Mr. Britas. It was just brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. And people are really up for a bit of a laugh. And my friend was on reception, and he came and sat next to her in this kind of branded top. And people were like, that's Mr. That. And she was like, yeah. And then the phone rang, and he answered. He went, hello, it's the British Empire. Hello, it's Mr. Britas speaking. Can I help you? It was just brilliant. And there were loads of people there. There were people there from Red Dwarf. And I had my photo taken with The Walking Dead. Some of The Walking Dead people were there. God, I loved it. I think if you really love a telly programme and you get to see some of the actors that are in it, it's a game changer for you.
Yeah.
It really is. And they kind of do Q&As and stuff like that. Are you having anything like that?
A little bit, because it's our first one in Luton. The first event is always the hardest.
Yeah.
Because you've got to try and, build it and get known. And obviously we've contacted some people. A lot of people are like, we're too busy, or what have you done before, or how many people you're going to have. You get asked these questions that you just can't answer. So we've got a few, I suppose, more minor people. We've got some local comic book artists coming, for example. We're also doing a pre-recorded Q&A with someone called Ben Padden, who's actually from Luton, but he's now made it big in America.
Oh.
He did an online comic called Jump Leads, which is very well known. He's also worked on all sorts of TV programs. He's doing something Doctor Who related at the moment. I can't talk too much about it, but I can say he's doing something Doctor Who related.
Wow.
So I'm going to pre-record a Q&A with him, which we're going to show at the event.
Right.
Which would be nice, because it's kind of Luton boys made it big through doing what he loves,
Yeah.
But so we've got some people like that coming along. We've got lots of local cosplayers coming along, like Luton Deadpool, who's very well known around the area. He's coming.
Great.
He's helping out a lot with the event. So yeah, the mayor and the deputy mayor are coming in. The deputy mayor says she's thinking about even dressing up, and so they've really embraced it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we, lots of local community groups. We've got charities involved. Yeah. So Autism Bedfordshire is our sort of partner charity, so they're going to be there as well. Myself and one of the other organisers are both autistic, so it was something very important to us, and obviously it's quite a big thing in autistic culture.
Yeah.
Autistic people, the geek culture thing, it's very, very common. So yeah, the real focus of this event is not so much on the sort of having the stars and the autograph signings and that kind of thing. It's more about it being a community event. That's what we're so focused on, and that's why Love Luton was so happy to get involved and back us, was because we very much emphasise the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
That is our primary focus, but you will have talks on the day. So for example, we've got a YouTube masterclass. So we've got someone there showing you the best way to make the most out of YouTube, start a channel, or if you've got a channel, how to make it successful. So we've got that on the day. We've got a panel of people, including myself, talking about getting into publishing and books, because I'm a published author myself, and we've got a couple of other local authors coming as well, so there'll be a section on that.
Yeah.
And there's actually going to be someone there talking about getting into TV and film as well, who works in TV and film.
Nice. So there's something for everyone, isn't there?
Very much
what
so.
Sort of cost are we talking about, Kieren?
A child ticket £8,
right.
Adult £10, and there's family tickets for £30 as well.
Oh, that sounds reasonable. Yeah. Okay. And when is it and where is it?
16th of September, and it's Lucy Community Centre.
Oh, I know. Yeah. What time does it start?
So there's early bird tickets available, which get you in at 10:30. Standard ticket is 11.
Yeah.
Finishes at 6, so it's all day on the Saturday. There's parking. Obviously, there'll be hot food served all day. It's very easy to get to because it's also on the Z bus route as well. Bus stop right outside. And the Z runs every 20 minutes, something like that. So very easy to get to.
Well, look, what's not to love? If you've never been to a Comic-Con before, I couldn't recommend it enough. I've got two mates. One that runs a business where he does special effects makeup.
Yeah.
So for the big Comic-Cons in London, he does like all the zombies for The Walking Dead and all that. And my other mate is a semi-professional Chewbacca, and he does Alien and Predator as well. He's got all of those costumes. And I'm fascinated by the way people react to him as well.
Yeah.
People love him dressed as Chewie. Just there's something about a great big Chewbacca coming towards you. Little kids love him. Just like they put their arms around his leg and everything. And it's just really funny to watch. I love the cosplay, and I love the freedom that it gives people. That, like you say, it is a community, and you are welcome with open arms, aren't you?
Yep, very much so.
Well, Kieren, good luck for your first one.
Much.
I hope it goes really well and it just gets bigger and bigger. Thank you for coming in the studio.
No problem at all.
Thank you.